Hello everyone, my name is Tanish Kohli and welcome to this new playlist called Introduction to Python. So in this playlist, we will learn Python from basics and learn more and more about Python. So before just diving straight into code, first let's just see some information about Python. So Python was developed by Van Rossum in Netherlands as a successor of ABC programming language in 1991. So ABC programming language was an interactive programming language. We can, embed ABC programming language into our operating system and use it. But it also had some limitations of it. Van Rossum was actually using Unix operating system and wanted to interact with Bourne shell. So to fill this gap between Bourne shell and C programming language, he developed Python. So a lot of its features are, taken from ABC programming language. So, why he named it Python is also a very interesting story. There was this show called Monty Python's Flying Circus, a BBC comedy series from 1970s. So, Von Rossum actually wanted the name to be short, unique, and slightly mysterious, so he called this programming language Python. There's also this one interesting thing that in its logo there are two intertwined snakes. If you can see, this is one snake and this is another snake. This information is absolutely useless, but I found this thing interesting, so that's why I'm sharing this with you. So how I will define Python is that if you are writing a code in C, it is very easy to write a program in C. But to do something more functional to it, we have to write a lot of code, a lot of lines of code, a lot of time will be taken. Whereas if we go to Java, Java is a little bit more complex than C programming language, but it is very easy to implement more and more functionalities in Java. So Python is best of both. It is as elegant as C and as functional as Java. So this is how I define Python. So, let's just see some features of Python. Python is very simple programming language. When we will start coding, you will see that its syntax is very simple. It is very easy to use. It is open source. That means each and every thing is available on the internet, well documented and well written. It is a high level programming language that we will see while coding. It is an interpreted programming language. Interpreted programming language has some of disadvantages as well. Like suppose let's just say yeah, we have to write a program in C and in Python. So the Python program will take a little bit of more time than running because a compiler makes it more faster. But you know we use what is called a Python virtual machine to speed up this process as well, to overcome this limitation of Python as well. We can also use Python for scripting, that we can automate our daily tasks, create scripts to perform daily tasks and much, much more in Python. There is a lot of things that we can do in Python. So let's just see, how to download Python and start using it. So go to python.org. Here you can see a download button. Here is a download button, when you will download it. Just click on next, next, next and installation. So I have already installed Python. So let me just show you, so this is what an Python interpreter looks like. So how easy it is to use this thing. Let me just show you a print function. So, suppose let's just write a hello world, and just, we don't have to do anything else. You just write the thing down and it will just do all the work. So this is how easy Python is, but we won't be writing all of our code in this command line because each and every line will get interpreted, and if there is some error, it takes a lot of time to rebuild. So what we will do is that we will download Anaconda. So Anaconda is basically our Python virtual machine, that has each and everything already in it. It is also open source and it has a lot of managing environment. We will be using Jupyter notebooks. We will be using PyCharm. So just download Anaconda and run it. Its installation is also very easy. You just click on install Python, and now just download whatever thing that you're using, Windows, Mac, or Linux. So let me just show you how Anaconda looks like. So this is what Anaconda looks like, and we will be using VS Code, but let me just show you the same thing on Jupyter Notebooks, as we will be making notebooks on VS Code. So you know what this Jupyter Notebook is? It creates interactive Python environment. That means, instead of going to every time in a command line, we can use all of it in a very interactive way. It is called interactive Python notebook. Let me just show you, it's loading. Let's just try the same, print hello world. I will be, just doing a shift and enter to run this and enter into a new block. I have done shift enter. So this program has run successfully, and here is our output. So, instead of using this thing on Jupyter Notebook, I will be using these notebooks on VS Code. You can also use this on VS Code, or you can run all these commands, all these programs on command prompt. It totally depends on you. You are free to use anything, but it is, I like VS Code. You might like notebooks, or you may be a PyCharm person. So, that's it for this video. And in the next video, we will be diving straight into programming. The next video is a little bit more interesting, a little bit more into programming. Thank you so much.